Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Aries, I'm going to start with, oh, sorry, you can see I'm in a different space. I just assume you guys watch different videos. If you don't, I'm just sitting in different spots in my house to change up the energy a little bit, do my readings a little more intuitively, a little more unplugged. So yeah, this reading is going to be a little more intuitive than it typically is. I'm going to start with my animal oracle deck, and then I'm going to get into the good tarot for you. There will be an extended. So if this reading resonates for you and you're drawn to it, the link is at the top of the description of this video for the extended. So Aries, my dear fireball babies, get a card for you. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Oh, this is a trickster card. What do you have at the bottom? Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Oh, that's interesting. It's funny, I'm not really getting this so much as I'm getting like this when pigs fly. This comes up in another card. There's a tarot deck. And it's sort of like when pigs finally fly. So I don't know. Maybe you kind of feel like that. That's the underline here, because maybe there's a detour that's being made in the direction that you're going in, or something that you're planning to do or execute for yourself or succeed in. So, coyote can be a little bit of a trickster. So maybe you're being given a divine detour here. If you had some plans for the day, I get that all the time because I don't remember what's open and what I can and cannot do. And so I just go, oh no, I can't go in there. Or maybe it's something bigger. Maybe it's something bigger in your life, and it feels like the universe is taking you down a completely different path. You're thinking, what the hell? But I was going down that path. So let's see what we get with the tarot. Let's get some tarot cards for Aries. The Hierophant. This is an interesting card. This, to me, I find this so fascinating because the Hierophant is usually depicted as masculine energy, very patriarchal. Although there are some sort of switches in more and more tarot decks where this is becoming more matriarchal. And you can see it is, but she's still got constraints around her. She's still not able to function the way that she would. You can't use your hands. That's what this detour is about for you. You can't use the element that you might be most strong in using. Okay, if you've encountered some sort of a divine detour, you're encountering it because you're being pushed to utilize an element of yourself that is not your strongest element. I don't know. I'm only laughing because I'm thinking of poor Aquarius with the patience, and I thought to myself, I did a reading for them yesterday about you got to be a little more patient, but being told that over and over again. And after I released the video, I thought, I know I released that video for them before, like something very similar. So it's sort of like, it's forcing you, I'm only saying it because Aries is also not a very patient sign. So it could be something like that. Or it could be like you have a business meeting. And your strongest element in this big business meeting is your PowerPoint presentation. And you get there and the file is corrupt and you can't use it. How is that a divine detour? Because you don't realize that how you actually vocalize everything, sort of more free-flowing, non-scripted, is going to be your key there. You know, like pulling away from that PowerPoint presentation. It's like that sort of energy. So you're definitely working with divine energy here. Spirit is working with you, and it might not seem like it. But it's kind of like, you know how I see it? It's like this coyote, this spirit energy around you right now, Aries, is your personal trainer. You know, you go to the gym and you go there because you know they're going to get you to do more squats and push-ups than you would by yourself at home. That's what that feels like. Get these in the right order. This one flips first. Ace of Water, Page of Fire, and then 8 of Air. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? It's pushing you into... Your hands are tied behind your back. It's sort of like that energy. I'm sorry, the Hierophant card is talking to me so much more than all the other cards in this reading. I need to pull the cards that go underneath. That's what this is. Yeah. Okay, and I'm only saying that because out of the out of the 3 cards that I just pulled, 2 of them are looking down. They're supposed to be. So how I'm doing these piles, I pull out these cards. It's usually about 4 of them. And then I pull out 4 to go underneath. They're talking about that energy. I don't want to talk about this yet because I'm supposed to see what's sitting underneath these. So let's do it. This and 2, hands tied behind your back. I feel like even if you're an artist and you use your hands to draw and paint, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to do something. Like, I don't know what you would do. Maybe you're supposed to utilize photography or electronics or something. If you divinate, like if you use crystal balls or crystals or tea leaves or tarot cards, anything, it's almost like you can't use that. You won't get your answers through it. You're really being pushed hard. Like your guides are working literally like your personal trainer. Really. Yeah. All right. Oh. Ace of water. Oh. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. This is an interesting message. All right. So I'm not even going to talk about the wow. The bottom is really significant, but we'll get there in a minute. Okay. So what's sitting underneath the Hierophant is the King of Water, King of Cups. What's sitting underneath the Ace of Water is the 7 of Earth. And then this is where I went, oh my God, that's so crazy. And then the Page of Fire, what's sitting underneath the Page of Fire is the Messenger of Water. So this is when this card came out and I sat it down and went, oh my gosh. So I'm going to show you how these cards are. Look at where the seahorse is looking in the layout. Right here. Seahorse. How crazy, right? There's a huge synchronicity in these cards. And then looking down from the cloud and seeing justice. Like the 8 of air. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to sit on my couch soon. Sitting on the floor is killing me. The 8 of air is like the 8 of swords. Being held back, not being able to move. But a lot of times it's because that's what you think. But I don't know. With the way the world has been lately, it's hard for me to put that on anybody anymore in a tarot reading. Wow. This message is so fascinating. This message is about how you receive messages. This message is about how you communicate. And literally, it feels like if you use your hands for communication, if you type emails, if you write letters, if you divinate, anything you do with your hands, no. Spirit has tied your hands up. Spirit has tied your hands up. We want you to use a new muscle. That's what's going on here. You're being told to use a brand new muscle, Aries. You walked in to the workout room with Spirit and you thought you were going to be doing leg presses and you just found out that you're going to be doing chin-ups. I can't do chin-ups. Yeah, and no, there's nothing to sit underneath you. You're literally being forced to communicate on a different level here, and there's a lot of water. The King of Water and the Messenger of Water, because the 7 of Earth sits between them. And it's like a little pixie, a little fairy here. Look at the communication. 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. You've got to come up with a new way to do this because the way you're doing it isn't working anymore. It's been fine up to this point, but now you have to reassess the situation and you have to do it differently. The King of Water, too, is about like deep emotional intuition, clairvoyant. You're supposed to make some sort of communication on another level here. And then you have the Page, too, the Page of Fire. Like, you have this in you. You can do this. Because fire is also a very intuitive sign. Really intuitive. Like, Fire and water are, to me, two of the most intuitive energies that you can utilize. You're being asked to utilize an element of yourself that you haven't been exercising. Maybe you have in the past, but you're not right now. And then you're going to see something that you haven't seen before. But you have to have a different perspective. Like, you have to be almost elevated into the cloud to see the justice, to see the righteousness of whatever this is. Okay, in the bottom, you have temptation and the star. Temptation is like the devil. Held back. Gosh, this card to me too, it's like she really has everything that she could want, but what her heart desires is not what she has. You could have everything. You know, it could too, like, you look at someone who's rich and famous. They can have all of that. And people think, oh, they must be so happy. But a lot of them are not. And too, I mean, you think about it too, a lot of them also have to worry about, do people really appreciate them for who they are? You know, you could have built up all this wealth and all this profitability, whatever that could be for you. It's definitely having some sort of material things in your life, but not your heart's desire. But then the star sits behind that. It's almost like it's there. It's touchable. It's reachable for you. You can actually reach this, what your heart desires, but you can't do it, at least right now, the way that you would like to, or the way that you typically would, or the way that you've gotten into a habit of doing that. I do want to say this is a quest for you to open up your divination, your clairvoyance, your psychic abilities without using anything else. Like, just you. You are the only thing in this. Because it's grounded. The way you're doing it now is grounded you in the 3 dimension. So you have to move beyond that for some sort of like a deeper way of communicating and connecting. There's a brand new beginning here for you with the Ace of water, but you can't see it. Well, you really can't see it until you go into the element of water. This is so interesting. Like, really, your spirit guides are, honestly, the universe is absolutely right now for you working, it's going to feel like working against you. Like, trust in divine detours here. Trust this. It's going to make you better. It's going to make you better at what you do. It's going to make your sixth sense better moving forward. It's going to give you more tools in your toolbox when you're dealing with people. You know, if you've showed up at that business meeting and your PowerPoint presentation, the file is corrupted, it's going to help with your memory recall. It's going to help with your verbalization. It's going to help with being spontaneous and the exciting sort of flame that you are, being able to put that in a presentation. Like, just like that. Like, free flow it. And I feel like, too, because Aries, if you can find success, if you find a place, because Aries is all about success. Like, I want to be successful in this. Even if it's having the best garden, or even if it's having the, I don't know, whatever. It's just like always trying to reach for an achievement, even if it's being your best self. You could get stuck. I'm really feeling like this. Like, you could get stuck and utilizing certain things all the time here, and that's become a habit. No more. No more. We've tied your hands up. Now figure out how you can do it. Now figure out how you can do it. And when you do, you're going to see a brand new beginning here for you. And you're going to see justice. Maybe you can't see justice right now. It's because of the perspective that you have, because you've been doing something a certain way. Like, if you walk into that meeting and your file is corrupted, like, wow, could the universe be any more against me? I had a flat tire on the way. This happened, that happened, and now the file is corrupted. So you can't see the justice in it because of the perspective that you're being presented, that you are flowing through. I can't. That's like literally, this is the shortest reading I've ever done for Aries. That's like literally it. Here, I'm going to pull a Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck for you. Card. Okay, a card for Aries. A card for Aries. Woo! Wow, the Swan. An internal reflection here. Calm. No, there's calm water waiting for you. There's really calm, reflective water waiting for you. Of course there is. It's the Ace of Water, the King of Water, the Messenger of Water. Oh, look, and the starfish in the water. You really have, okay, so it's like emotional intuition. You have to tap into your intuition emotionally here. Yeah, you absolutely have to tap into your intuition emotionally. You have to use your sixth sense based on your emotions. That's what you're being pushed to do. That's what you're being pushed to utilize. That's what you're being pushed to expand on for yourself. My God, it's bringing to mind. So I watched, yeah, this is what it is. Okay, what you're being asked to do is going to open up an area of genius energy. So an element on how you'll function will be very genius. So I was watching the movie Eric Brockovich, and I was so intrigued by her feistiness. And I was watching her, I was thinking like the way Julia Roberts is portraying a character. I know it's just a movie, but so anyways, I looked into Erin anyways to learn more about her because she was really ballsy. She was ballsy. But there was an element of her that I thought was genius. And so I looked into her, and her birthday is very a Gemini Cancer cusp. And it made so much sense because when she was dealing with people, she saw right through them intellectually and she saw right through them emotionally. And she utilized that on every level of every conversation. And there were times where she was so brutally honest, like Gemini, but then she just ground it right in like Cancer energy. Like, I know exactly where that's going to hit you in the heart, or I know exactly where that's going to hit you in the ego. And that's what I'm kind of getting with this. Like, it is that. But is there a cusp with water and fire? Oh, like, wait a second. Well, okay, like Pisces and Aries would be like a water fire cusp. Because there's not so much an air energy cusp for you. Because here, the Page of Fire, like utilize this, bring it beyond this. You need to add water to it to make genius into this. How to make this genius. That's what this is. It's the energy of that. It's like that Aaron Brockovich energy where, okay, so you are going to see people's deepest passion. You're going to see people, if you can utilize this and you can harness it and do something with it successfully, you can see through people beyond their imagination, into their feelings and emotions and what their deepest passions and desires are. How successful could that be too, right? Like to be able to go into, so the PowerPoint presentation doesn't work. But if you utilize this energy, you're going to know what your client is the most passionate about, what hits them in the deepest way emotionally. You don't need all that earthy and practical energy. You want that passion. That's what that is. It's utilizing that fire and that water. I'm getting all excited. I'm getting all Aaron Brockovich here for you. So that's it. That's fascinating, Aries. I'm going to go to the extended and see what comes out of that. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.